In Bukedea, they distributed to Katekwan, Kaokidongole, Akuoro, Komongimeri primary schools. Jacinta Sogi, the head teacher Komongimeri Primary School, says that the situation of nutrition needs to be improved because most of the learners don't get sufficient nutrition in their homes. She also says that setting up a nursery bed will help the learners and the community, and that the school also faces some challenges which hinder proper learning.
The situation of learners in Komongomeri Primary School needs to be improved. Most of the learners don't get sufficient nutrition in their homes. Most of the parents of this area dwell on mostly one type of food. Most of them majorly eat this cassava bread that is atap, and what majorly this cowpea sauce. So they need at least a balanced diet to improve on their nutrition. Majorly the families where they come from are not well off, I can say. They are not well off. Now it affects them because most of them, when they come to school, they come to school, they fall sick, they are sleepy due to lack of good feeding. It is going to be so helpful to the school and to the community as well, and more so to these learners. Away from malnutrition, we are having a challenge of maybe I can say lack of school infrastructure. Those are classrooms. Children are very many, but they are just squeezed in the classrooms. We have got 7 classrooms, but okay, we have 3 blocks. No, I can say we have 2 because the other one is in a bad state. You can even see how it is. So generally the school has 7 classrooms, but they are not enough. They are not enough to accommodate all these learners.
I'm known by the names Attorney Peterson. I'm one of the inspectors in the Bukedi local government. When you look at Salem, Uganda, first of all, I would like to take this opportunity to thank Salem, Uganda. Having realized that Bukedea district has a challenge of what we call malnutrition, they have come on board to support us. Most of the people, learners, they have a challenge of feeding.
Constant Bukwe, a mother farmer of Salem Brotherhood. I'm located here in a Putput village, in a Putput parish, under Bukedea, sub-county in Bukedea district. Here where I am, there are a variety of things. I have tomatoes and I have eggplant. The reason as to why I got to be a model farmer in Salem Brotherhood is because of one thing. I love what you call nature. And nature has taught me a lot of things, and nature itself has become my teacher. So I took part in Salem Brotherhood when I was called for some training, some induction, when I was appointed as a model farmer in the parish. And it so happened that after the training, I was imparted with the knowledge, and I came back and I started this small project which is behind me. I said that at least I should do this project to benefit, number one, my family, to benefit, number one, the community. So the way that my family has benefited out of this small project of horticulture, that is vegetable growing in particular, is in the way that at least I'm able now to have a variety of food in the family consistently. And unlike those days when I'm not been part of the project of Salem Brotherhood. So secondly is that at times I do get some income out of this. As you're seeing, the tomatoes are about to reach the maturity state, and once it reaches that state, you know that money comes in the pocket. So the little money I gather from the small project, I use that little money at least to sustain my family, buying the small things that are needed, the basics, mostly the basics, because once there are no basics in the home, just know that trouble is there. Because the little income I get, I use part to treat the family, I use part to dress the family, I use part to buy the small basics, as I said before. That is the second benefit I always get out of this small project of mine. Then thirdly, at least I've managed to gather a lot of experience out of this, basing on the knowledge sharing I've been having with the community. They come here, they do the learning, they do the training, they also get this, you move out teaching others. So at least I've been able to gather a lot of experience out of this project. So that is how I'm able also to help the community around me. I train them, I monitor their progress as I do monitor my project as well. So that is mostly the kind of the benefits I've gained out of the project. So that is it. So I got to this point where I am now. You know, I started this project back then in last year in November. You know, that time we were entering the dry spell. So I happened to gather these bags of cement. After gathering these bags of cement, I managed to ferry the manure from the kraals, and I gathered these common soils. After mixing them, I packed them. Then I started now lining as they are. So as I was doing everything, I had to make sure that I put things in the nursery, waiting at least. Because once the things are in the nursery, what do I mean by the things? These are the seeds. Once they reach to the maturity state whereby they can be transplanted, at least it gets when these sacks are now ready to receive them. So when we go to the other side behind me a little bit on my right hand side, we have some small sacks, some small portions of land inside there. At least there has been able to help me in many things, because having bags alone wouldn't help me, but I managed at least to have the small portions, the small portions for other things. My biggest dream, or the goal that I have at the back of my mind, is to see that I expand this into a bigger kind of stuff, whereby at least I personally I'll be able to benefit in a bigger percentage, and I'll be able as well to help the community in a bigger percentage. That is my goal, is to have it in a larger scale, such that the problem of malnutrition at least will be overcome in our sub-county where I am currently. That is my basic goal as a model farmer of this community. This kind of agriculture that I'm demonstrating here in this locality is mostly organic, because we are trying to run out of these chemicals. So the tomatoes I have never sprayed using these chemicals that are always sold in the markets. I made my own pesticide using the local herbs around, the leaves, the tree leaves and the weeds. Those are the things that I bring them together. I put them in a tank, they ferment, and that is my fertilizer, that is my pesticide I use here. So it is organically pure and it is environmentally friendly. So that is the kind of farming that I do here in this locality. As a farmer, there are a lot of challenges that we always face as farmers. Basically, with this project, there has been a challenge of seeds. I've been having that challenge, when I started it. Really, I faced the challenge of obtaining these seeds. Even seeds, just only seeds for tomatoes, as small as they are. It has been a challenge for me to obtain them. Then secondly, there are the farm tools that are needed always. Like when time comes for the pruning, you don't have the secateur for pruning. When it comes to like spraying, I never had a sprayer at that time, and it was so challenging to me. And when I entered into the dry spell, that was in November, December, and January, that and late January, that sunshine there. So it was the biggest challenge, whereby we had a scorching sunshine, which disturbed me a lot. And also these rodents, the rodents that always tend to destroy these crops, and that one has also been our biggest challenge to me.